Item number 5, Chamber of Commerce report on tourism. And this will be a presentation by Brianna Struckmeyer, Director of Visitor Services from the Yuba City Chamber of Commerce. Brianna.
3 minutes. Well, if anybody was here for my last presentation, you all know I can talk pretty darn fast, so we'll make it quick. 2 things that I want to talk about today are the California Swan Festival, which is now in its 4th year, as well as the progress that we've made so far on the Yuba City Tourism Business Improvement District. So we'll jump right into Swan Festival. To talk a little bit about the Swan Festival, how it began, what it is, in 2013, the California Swan Festival was born from an idea, a partnership effort between the California Department of Fish and Wildlife and the Yuba City Chamber of Commerce. The purpose of the California Swan Festival was to bring a unique outdoor recreation event to the Yuba City region as a way to promote the Pacific Flyway and bring in visitors from all over the U.S. The California Swan Festival is now in its 4th year. The Swan Festival is an annual event that celebrates the abundant local and migratory waterfowl of the northern Sacramento Valley. The Sacramento Valley lies on the southerly end of the Pacific Flyway migratory route and is one of the most prominent wintering sites for waterfowl in the entire world. Waterfowl migrate to the Sacramento Valley by the millions from as far away as Alaska, Canada, and Siberia. Sacramento Valley habitat supports approximately 44% of wintering waterfowl using the Pacific Flyway. This attracts more than 1.5 million ducks and 750,000 geese to its seasonal marshes. This 3-day event offers workshops, presentations, guided tours, and educational programs catering to bird watchers and nature enthusiasts of all ages and levels of interest. The California Swan Festival is timed to honor the return of the tundra swans to their winter home. Arriving in the tens of thousands and in close-knit family groups, they make a spectacular show for birdwatchers and photographers. Parking and entry to the Swan Festival Expo are free, as are a wide range of workshops and presentations on wildlife education, natural sciences, ecosystems management, and photography. The 2016 California Swan Festival, I'm going to talk a little bit just about our committee. Our committee is made up of members of our local area, myself, our CEO, Ricky Schaefer at the Yuba City Chamber of Commerce, as well as some graphic designers, marketers. And then we do bring in help from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, and as well as contracted service providers to organize all of our tours. Every year we run 30 to 40. Well, now we run about 30 to 40 professionally guided birding tours during the Swan Festival. So we rely on these people to help us bring in these professionals from all over so that we can really have a unique event. Swan Festival growth. So this festival started many years ago, well, not many years ago, just a few years ago. And we just want to look at this growth chart. So in 2014, you can see in gray on the far left, we've got tours. So every year we try to grow our tours very slowly so that it's manageable. But the numbers to look at are the number of registrants. So this is the number of registrants specifically just for our guided tours. It's the only way for us to track and measure the number of people coming in. And as you'll see, obviously, 2014 over 2015, our growth cycle has been wonderful. In green, that's the number of out-of-town visitors. So these are not just, we actually separate those that come from more than an hour distance away. So not Chico, not Sacramento, but farther than that, those visitors that we expect to spend at least one night and most of the time 2 nights in the Yuba City area during their stay. In 2016, these are our projected numbers. So already looking at this and where we were at this time last year, we more than expect to increase the numbers over last year for both visitors as well as registrants. So it's really our visitor numbers that we look at each year for success, and this year we're doing quite well. Our projected overnight stays. So in 2014, this is 2014, 2015, and then to date in 2016. So we break down the number of out-of-town visitors. We break down the number from those out-of-town visitors more than an hour away, and then we add in our exhibitors and tour guides that are staying overnight, and we project out the room nights that they'll be spending here. So far for 2016, we are on track to exceed last year's numbers. a map of the visitors that attend the festival. So this is just from what we've received so far this year. We still have 2 weeks until the event actually begins, which is most of our crunch time. So the majority of our numbers actually come in the last 3 weeks, and some people even fulfill some of our tours during the event themselves. But if you just take a look at where these people are coming from, as far away, obviously, the entire state of California, all the way down to San Diego. We've got people coming from Oregon. We have people coming from Nevada. And then this year we have quite a few people coming from Minnesota, actually, which is wonderful. So, new for 2016, every year we try to add something new. We try to grow the festival. We look at our marketing strategy. We see what's working, and we see what groups would be beneficial to bring into the Yuba City region. New for 2016, we've added some sunset tours. So if you pay attention to what's happening with social media and how it's evolving, especially in the world of marketing, visual marketing is everything right now. And the Yuba City area is very unique in that our natural landscape is one of the most enticing things for people to come visit our area. So by showcasing what people are going to see when they come, it's a great way to get them here. And also a wonderful way for us to share how others participate in the festival by sharing their own images. So our sunset tours are a way for us to feature the wildlife with a stunning background for photographers, whether they're using fancy cameras or just iPhones. Marketing focus on families and children. So we've looked at our event versus many other wildlife events that happen in the state of California, and we found that our niche for the Swan Festival is really on families and kids. So bird watchers of all ages, but we really do an exceptional job for our families and kids. This year we're offering a coloring contest, which is already out in the paper right now. It is open to all ages, so I highly suggest that you fill that out. It's quite a fun piece. We offer live animal presentations. These are all free. We promote through our local schools. This year we'll be featuring the Junior Duck Stamp display, which travels the state of California and is a way for us to showcase what kids are doing with education through the U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife, and then fun things like face painting, crafts, kids education, kids birding, tours, and things like that. This year on Friday, we've added an art and film reception. So we're partnering with the Yuba City Arts Council and offering an open house where people can come and check out what's going to be offered at the festival this year, as well as check out a wildlife film documentary and view some local wildlife art. Okay, that's it on Swan Festival. Now I'm going to talk just briefly about the Yuba City Tourism Business Improvement District and where we're at with things. I'm going to go over our timeline, or the jurisdiction support for this, and the Yuba City Lodging Association formation. So where we're at with timeline, as you can see, and you all have a copy of this, as you can see, this is what we've been able to accomplish so far with what's checked off. We've been able to push our timeline, kind of condense our timeline into a manageable time frame for what we're looking at. So right now what's really exciting is actually on last Friday we completed our management district plan, which means that we get to begin our petition drive. So this is the time when we go out and talk to all the lodging owners and get their support, their signature support for moving forward with this effort. So it's very exciting that we're able to start doing this, and this is kind of where the action happens and where we make everything successful. So as of right now, there is a letter that has gone out, an email letter to our jurisdiction leaders to bring them together and go over this plan to make sure that we have support at the administration level and we can answer any questions prior to coming before these city councils and supervisors. Follow-up has already begun. Thank you to Steve for your help with this and bringing all these people together so we can make sure that this is a united effort moving forward. This is a regional opportunity, and it's something we want to make sure that everyone is on the same page with as we move forward. So the next step is to present to the administrators and the city managers, and this will happen sometime in November, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. Next steps, in November, we will submit the petitions totaling over 50% of assessment to the City of Yuba City. In December, we will present to the City Council, along with Civitas, our representative Nicole Farley, for an initial hearing where we will adopt the resolution of intention and the resolutions requesting consent. A mailed notice of public meeting and hearing will go out. In January, the City Council and Board of Supervisors, we will go before each of them to adopt a resolution granting consent from each City Council and Board of Supervisors. In January, we will have a public meeting with the City Council. No action is required at this meeting. And then in February, this is a public hearing where we adopt the resolution. You adopt the resolution of formation for this district. And then hopefully in March, April, with everything going according to plan, the new district will begin collecting assessment. Lodging partners and future Yuba City Lodging Association contributors. These are the members who have helped to make this entire process happen. These partners have been really amazing and have been incredibly supportive, which we're very lucky to work with them on this. So from Yuba City, Hampton Inn and Suites, Bonanza Inn and Suites, and the Best Western, these are our champions in this effort. These are the people who will make up the Lodging Association board, along with from Yuba County, Comfort Inn and Suites, as well as Collins Lake. We're still seeking representation from Sutter County and Marysville. If you look at the number of lodging properties on a scale, the majority of our lodging properties are coming from Yuba City and Yuba County, so that's why it's easier to receive support from those properties. Additional lodging association members. So this is something that we have worked out. Once this association is created, additional members that will sit on this association will be the contracting agency, as well as representation from Yuba City, Yuba County, Sutter County, Marysville, and any other jurisdictions as far as economic development and or any other parties who play a role in making sure that tourism is a success in the Yuba City region. And that's it.
Any members of council have any questions for Brianna?
Nope.
No? None? And Brianna, before you leave, I just want to say thank you very much for a very well-organized Farm to Fork dinner a couple weeks ago. It's an amazing beginning to bringing even more folks from outside our community to the greater Yuba City area. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're blessed with her speed reading, talking abilities. If that was me doing it, we'd have been here still talking about that.